paying full attention to our Harikatha rather than taking austerity. Madan Gopal are gone. So I understand some of you are going to leave tomorrow. Tomorrow, so I would not personally see everybody. I just decided to see you all today in this hour, so that you do not have a feeling of missing or you do not have enough time to speak.
This is my translator for French.
French translator.
He's from Italy.
Pas French.
He's from Italy, but he speaks French.
Oh. Translator, French translator.
Alright, so all of you are managing nicely over here, overcrowded, sharing rooms with others, with austere, making some sacrifice, feeling a bit austere, but I know you are all happy. Happy being here. Mohini Devi, Rohini Nandan Prabhu are supposed to be here, but you found your private place, what to do. Room was to be given to some other devotees. All right. I was thinking how going to be accommodated. Okay. Wanting to speak personally, no time, so it's this whole situation. You're doing well, Nandan Prabhu, happy and well.
Yes.
Krishna Chandra Das Prabhu. Okay. I saw Prahlad Nrsimha Prabhu all the time engaged in so much service. Happy. More can come.
From the temple, you can drink or sit there only.
Bhakti, c'est notre frère. C'est notre frère de taille.
Some more chairs can be. See, there are some chairs here, some chairs downstairs. Please be bringing up.
Yes, so, it is okay or?
Yes,
no?
it's nice.
No.
It's like dramatically okay.
Maybe there is
dramatically okay. Good, okay.
No, there is how much speed also.
Yeah, but don't do it fast. Don't do it fast.
Oh, charging. No, here is not.
Like this one.
You have just arrived? You have just arrived now?
Yes. A few minutes ago.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
I have a problem because I need to charge the phone because I'm waiting for another friend who came to Vienna and wants to come here, and my phone is out of battery. Is there any socket that I can put the phone so I can
You have charger, I will put.
Should I?
I need it.
Looks like I have to go out better because going out in the open.
Yeah.
Tak já půjdu tam na to
Comfortable accommodation. So should I go out? So
No,
out in the veranda also, the sunlight and not so much
I
space.
can go over there. Is it okay? I don't mean it before this. If this will be open, I will be behind.
On the balcony.
Yes,
Yes, I can hear it. Yeah, no problem.
You can just
Thank
come
you.
here.
Yeah, sorry.
Prabhu, you want to come? No?
Okay there? So everyone, Malti Devi Dashi, yourself, all of you are doing happily, yes? You are also happy, very happy? How's your daughter doing now? She's Nagin, your daughter.
She's goes back to Czech Republic to mother because she have broken two bones. Two bones.
My God.
I heard about that, so she needs. She'll be okay. She'll be quite okay. Quite young in her young age, so everything will be okay. Everybody needs. I often lay stress on moving carefully. Everybody should be very careful, extra careful.
Yes.
Sometimes it so happens in our life, all of a sudden, from nowhere, all of a sudden, there is some negative things coming. When we are extra careful, then we can avoid that. Many recommendations and injunctions of the Holy Scriptures is also mentioned for us to become more caring in our movements, in all our movements, all our journey, to be careful. Whether in material life or spiritual life. We see some sweet warnings are given to all the devotees, all the spiritualists, okay, to be very protective about our spiritual life, devotional life. Some nice warnings given with full well-wishing mood. The mood filled with well wishes. Okay, so happy to see all of you. You all doing well? Fine here? Yourself, Amita, happy doing so well. Last night we sang. Oh, you are there. You were present there in the kirtan, and I heard till the dawn, early in the morning. You also continue.
We went to sleep at 6 something.
It was like 5:30, so we continued
Until 6, and then we went to sleep.
Yes.
Very nice.
Sadhu Maharaj was encouraging us. No, it's already only 2 hours, so what do you do? How we can go? We continue just 2 hours, Mangalarati, okay. Suddenly he said, oh, Amrita, you play. I wanted to go, and he said, you play. I said, oh, okay, I just stay.
Took enough sleep?
Now, yes.
Rasila Devi also. Malati Devi, Rasila, engaged in so much service. Minavatar Prabhu, how you are doing? You are managing here, accommodated?
Yes.
Nice. Right here. Pranam to you. Your good name, I'd like to know.
Malini.
Malini Devi Dashi. Very nice.
They invited me to come along
Okay,
to get
okay.
to know you better. I mean, it's my first contact to you.
Sweet of them, sweet of you. I also briefly spoke about you. Yesterday I spoke to you?
Yes.
Yes. Briefly. Okay. are you feeling happy? You are put in the position of translator.
Yeah, but that's been my job since many years.
The others are freely enjoying, freely happy, and now you are put into that obligation. But it's part of service. Rasatattva Prabhu and the devotee, I'm happy to see all of you. Vasudha Devi came. I'm so pleased. What's the name again? Govinda looking for taking care of me, so nicely taking care of me. Alongside Madan Gopal Prabhu, his mother in Slovenia. Sometimes, often I feel very happy, near and dear spiritual relations with all the devotees. Hari Bhakti Prabhu, can you hear? You can hear it. Oh, beautiful. That's a nice time in Hari Bhakti Prabhu's house recently. On the way of coming here. Very nice time. Your son remembers. Your son happily remembers me.
But you forget that garland with the flowers. You should have it this way.
All right. Do you have any specific query? Spiritual query? So last night I was doing good, but you were all doing better. See, I came in the midnight and you were all continuing till the end. Doing better, happy to know. Two are in the mode of translations. Happily managing, he and yourself. I love this place, this Vienna. See, Radha Govinda Mandir. One of the very beautiful, one of the most beautiful places, temples. I could feel into the mood of dedication, the feelings of dedicated services, service dedications in this place, in order to be creating and building this beautiful temple. Some sweet, beautiful place here, temple place here manifested by the will of Lord and Guru Varga. By the desire of Srimad Bhakti Swami Maharaj, Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada, or other Guru Varga, and the dedicated efforts of many other specific devotees like Bhakti Sadhak Muni Maharaj Ji and others. So they are engaged in fulfilling, serving a desire So his desire of his Gurudeva, Guru Bhargava. Gurudeva and Guru Bhargava to be manifesting a beautiful temple place here.
Maharaj, I have some question. There is some description of Vrindavan, and actually I'm not sure, I didn't read it that much, but there is somewhere written that they're not like normal trees and they're full of precious stones, something like that. So I was thinking how these trees are looking like what kind of forest is it like, because in my mind it should be like normal trees. I heard like they even don't know that they are in some spiritual plane, and they feel like they are in earth. They are all associates of Krishna. They are just simple citizens of earth, some place. And so how is it actually, how to understand this?
The pinpoint query around the trees and say again. Say again your query, main query.
Main query, yeah. How does this like different types of Vrindavan? I guess this is a question. Like how is it in like this Golok Vrindavan spiritual world? How is it looking like, the forests, the trees and ponds? Like if trees are made of stones, or so leaves are made of of what, and the ponds, and how is it all looking like? Is it possible to describe or imagine, to just think of this and meditate on it?
According to the description of Sri Brahma Samhita, right, that they are posing in their normal way, not that necessarily the trees or plants will be made of gems or other elements. They still maintain their natural ways, natural biological ways, tree-like ways, having the natural beauty and excellence, all manifesting in shanta rasa. They're all engaged, ultimately all are engaged in loving servitude to Sri Radha and Krishna, the plane of Goloka. But pretty much maintaining their own natural normal ways of their own beauty. Trees as tree beauty, trees or flower plants or flowers, they are always manifesting in their own natural ways. When it is described, when the trees of the original Goloka Vrindavana, trees of the original abode of divine Goddess Goloka, described to be Kalpataru. In other words, desire trees, wish-fulfilling trees, desire-fulfilling trees. So, yes, although it's true, very true, that the very nature of all those trees or plants are desire-fulfilling. That's how they have been so empowered. desireful feeling, very much wishful feeling trees there, but not necessarily they are made of stones or gemstones or other elements or stuffs. Okay, other stuffs other than trees and plants, you know. So, because the role, all the trees and fruit trees and plants, flower plants, or even the grasses, all the forest beings, forest living beings are to be satisfying Radha Krishna Leela appropriately. So, naturally they are all playing their very natural roles, natural positions, manifesting with their own natural positions to be promoting, as befitting, to be promoting Krishna Leela, as befitting, appropriate, to be promoting, enhancing, okay, the Radha Krishna Leela and the Vrindavana atmosphere, surroundings. That way. Although they are all known to be kalpatarus, desire fulfilling trees, plants, wish fulfilling trees, still they are maintaining their own natural ways of their existence. But it is very true, those trees and plants are extra powerful. They have got much higher potencies, higher spiritual potencies, divine potencies, much more than the ordinary trees and plants. Okay, so they have got that kalpataru, that wish fulfilling characters, wish fulfilling qualifications. So it is very true, they are of transcendental nature. The nature of the transcendental qualities, all the trees and plants, and grasses, even, the birds or even the forest living animals there in Goloka. In the original plane of Goloka, not only in the forest, not only fruit trees or plants or only that, but many animals also live. Many different birds, animals, they are also living. So those birds and animals are also no ordinary birds and animals. All qualified, extraordinary ways. All are qualified more extraordinary or transcendental ways there also. Just as the soils of Vrindavana. Not that everywhere, every part of the original Vrindavana Goloka, the soils are all made of gemstones. Okay. They also can fully enjoy placing their foot, walking on the soothing grass and muddy road, natural road. Everything becomes made of only gemstones or precious things. Then that Vrindavana Dham will be missing some part of the natural beauty. Will be missing the parts of the soothing natural beauty. It's also very much full with its own divine natural characters, natural natural ways, Vrindavana Dham. So, some portions, it's true, certain specific portions of original Goloka Vrindavan is made of gemstones. More very valuable, invaluable gemstones or other very precious materials there. Certain specific portions of the Krishna's abode, Goloka Vrindavan, are made of high class, very precious gemstones and other valuable metals like gold, silver, etc. But not that whole Braja, Aprakrita transcendental Braja or Vrindavana are covered, are made with only gemstones and valuable metals like gold, silver. Not necessarily like that. So, when it's so described in Brahma Samhita, Bhumis Chintamani Ganamai Toyamamita, Bhumis Chintamani. The earth, the soil of Vrindavana, the ground, earth, the Vrindavana made of Chintamani gemstones. Chintamani, also another way, wish-fulfilling gemstones. That type of gemstones which can be fulfilling any thought of the devotees being thought. As soon as devotees are thinking of something, thinking of having something fulfilled, thinking of having their desire, certain desires fulfilled. Okay, it gets fulfilled. It flows such ways from that plane. So it may be fulfilled immediately or a little later, but eventually, ultimately, it gets fulfilled. Chintamani. The monis, the very valuable gemstones, transcendental gemstones, or transcendental gems, money, which fulfills, promotes, satisfies all the beautiful thoughts, even some of the wishful thinkings, thoughts in relation to the divine couple, in relation to the services on that plane. Therefore called Chintamani, wish-fulfilling gemstones. Not only Kalpatul, wish-fulfilling figures, not only manifesting in the form of trees, also very many gemstones, soil of Vrindavana. Chintamani. So the ground, the walls, building walls, thrones of Radha and Krishna, all are made of priceless, very valuable, most precious gemstones and precious metals such as gold. But they are all posing in shanta rasa. Again, they are all alive beings. Although they are posing like some material stuffs, but they are all very alive, They all are reciprocating with the divine couple there. Rasaraj of Krishna, Mahabhava Swarupini Srimati Radhika, Radha Thakurani. And also their associates, whole atmosphere, they are reciprocating with all of them through shanta rasa, supporting, supporting them all, sustaining and giving them so much comfort and happiness. All the elements, all the things were posing in shanta rasa, manifesting the level of Vrindavana, transcendental abode of Radha Krishna, Mahaprabhu, Aloka Vrindavana, all. All are sustaining and enhancing by their presence, by their functions. So though all of them are so live, so much hearts, feelings, each and everything, all the kalpaturu, all the wish-fulfilling, desire-fulfilling trees of Vrindavana, flower plants, soils, grounds, gemstones, the Vrindavana, all have life, they are full of heart's feelings, full of feelings, full swaying feelings of heart and consciousness, but very much posing in shanta rasa. They do not really come up in the other alive form, other alive being, which is other than shanta rasa, until and unless it is so wished, so desired by the divine couple, and unless there is some exceptional necessity, exceptional requirement, inspired by the sweet wills of divine couple. They do not manifest themselves like live beings, walking around and reciprocating like other living beings. Then it will be kind of rasabhas. They all become so alive, like other living beings. Krishna's flute, Krishna's utensils, all the sweet flutes, bamboo-made flutes, all the paraphernalia, Radha Krishna using, all the grounds, soils of Vrindavana, trees, all become alive, like other living beings, like human beings or animals. Then they might not be playing their role very well, might not be supporting, sustaining Radha Krishna Leela and Vrindavan environment so well, so that's why they don't come up live like other beings. It might look a bit awkward type, and it is not so befitting to the Leela. Rather, when they are all posing in the shanta rasa, they are staying in their own original shanta rasa way, natural way, then they are fulfilling. Then they are actually fulfilling the very purpose of the Leela. In other words, they are all satisfying with their positions and beauty to create a very suitable atmosphere, environment, like greenery all around, greenery, trees giving fruits, animals are joyful and animalistic, and gemstones are the ground of Vrindavana, Krishna Balaram with the Shakhas, with Braja Gopa, Gopis, Shakhis, Manjari, Srimati Radha Thakurani, all walking on them, the soil of Vrindavan. So they are all actually manifesting, presenting themselves in their service in a befitting way, very natural, as natural, like natural ground, natural floor, soil. So it has to be that way. Okay. But sometimes on some special moments, special occasions, following the desires of divine couple, they can come out in different other forms. The same shanta rasa elements, such as Lord Krishna's beautiful flute, ornaments, and his ornaments on his divine body, the throne, okay, Baladev's Vishana, and everything, the flowers, the trees, the gemstones, all the golds used, manifesting there, all can come out in another life forms, beautiful personal forms. Instead of inert way, they can also come out in other beautiful personal forms to be serving the desires of divine couple. Some portion of their lila as desired by them in these special cases. Special cases, if some such special occasion is there, it is so desired by the divine couple. So arranged by Yogamaya, then they can have some change in their form. Otherwise, naturally, normally, they are all maintaining their shanta rasa positions, the shanta rasa natures. That's the best befitting ways, best suitable ways for all of them to serve the leelas of divine couple, the Vrindavana mood and environment, everything properly. Has to be understood, transcendental sense. Instead of this normal, mundane, limited mundane conceptions of how things in the forest on this earth working here. No, it's much more than that. Much more than that. All the trees, plants, birds, all the cute animals. Of course, what to speak more of the cows, they are all Surabhi cows, no ordinary cows. Surabhi dhenus, Surabhi cows, specially qualified. So, thus, all of them are specially qualified, spiritually, transcendentally, spiritually, divinely qualified, unlike the ordinary ways as they are found, as they are seen on this material plane. All the trees, birds, animals, are also highly fortunate. No bird, no animal, no creature in that land should be considered as like ordinary material creatures, like found on this mundane world. So all playing their roles. All of them are just playing their respective roles. Siddham Vrindavan as suitable, as favorable and very suitable to the Leela, different aspects of the Leelas of divine couple and their whole family. Nanda Maharaj, Jashoda Devi, all other Shokhis, Manjari, Shakhars, all Gopas, Gopis, Vrindavan. Okay. Also in some part of the Goloka, the original Navadvipa Dham also situated. Navadvipa Dham, divine place of appearance. Lord Gauranga, Gaura Hari, Gaur Sundar also situated there. So also that part, the Audarja Lila Prakashta, the very portion in the Goloka Vrindavana where Radha Krishna Lila takes place. It is known as Madhurya Prakashta, Madhurya Lila Prakashta. The source of all the Madhurya Rasa Lila, rather Braja Lila also, Braja Lila. There, the other fold, Navadvipa Lila manifesting eternally. So both Leelas, Radha Krishna Leela and Gaura Leelas, all eternally, all are said to be eternally manifesting with their own beauty and fragrance, glories. To the limitlessness, endlessness. Both are flowing there in coexistence in a mutually harmonious way, with harmonious flows, interrelated harmonious flows of the Leelas.
I have one question. So today we are celebrating the famous day of Lord Krishna in Vrindavan Dham. And what we know, it's this part of Krishna's Leela while he was present in Vrindavan on this earth. But Vrindavan Leela is eternal. So what we know about Krishna's Leela is only very short period of time of that eternity. So we are missing around 5,000 years of Krishna's Leelas. So what about that? And I heard that some devotees can even today enter in this Leela in Vrindavan Dham if they are pure enough, if they want really to have connection with Radha Krishna. So they can enter in that Leela even today. So there are many Leelas in these 5,000 years we don't know nothing about.
Okay, that's a very good question. So because everything of Krishna Leela, Radha Krishna Leela, flowing in transcendental nature, because we are, sometimes I feel a bit distracted with the simultaneous translations in the small place. It's happening. Anyway, both of us are talking at the same time. So, both have services, very required. But at the same time we're talking both. So, the very nature of Radha Krishna Leela, Nitya Leela, eternal pastimes, eternally flowing pastimes, Sri Radha Krishna, to be understood transcendental sense. Not the way we conceive of the things, how things are flowing in this mundane plane through the times, past, present, future. Past, present, past, future, past, present, future. So, it has been well described. Radha. See, Radha Krishna's Leela are flowing eternally and dynamically, very dynamically, in variegated ways. All the Leelas flowing with repetitions in a repeated way because of their eternal characteristics. Throughout all these 5,000 years, I have said, why only 5,000 years? Because their Leela also existed before 5,000 years. This is all Nitya Leela, flowing, manifesting eternally. So they are all flowing since the time immemorial. They have never began. They have began from a beginningless time. Began from the beginningless point of the time. Meaning without any time. They began and they have been flowing all through, even more than 5,000 years ago. And then, relatively speaking, relatively understanding, while relatively understanding, trying to understand relatively calculative way, then it comes under years, months, all these concepts come. All the concepts, calculative conceptions of 5,000 years or this, so many thousands of years all come. But just as the conception of the space, eternal space and time, there cannot be real calculations about the space and time because they have been as they are. They have been as they are, space and time and consciousness from time immemorial. They are all flowing from the beginningless time and will be flowing through endlessness, space and time. So, back to the point. So not only starting from 5,000 years, even before that, also coming in the range of our discussion, within the range. So they are happening very wonderfully. All the Radha Krishna Leelas, all the Braja Leelas, all the eternal pastimes are the same eternal pastimes, eternally flowing. Okay, all the time, next to it, some new aspects of the Leelas of Radha Krishna which have not yet been described through Holy Scriptures, not have been yet fully described throughout the Holy Scriptures or manifested. Also, including those new dynamic pastimes also flowing. Different dimensions, different frequencies, this is the point. See, in this universe, we understand, many things are going on, flowing simultaneously. There is space here, there is space in India, there is space in America, there is space over the sea, same space. Basically the same space. Same air also flowing all throughout the whole earth. Okay. Basically it's the same time. Everywhere manifesting. But at the same time, they are manifesting in a particular way, a particular region, particular area of the earth. Okay, at a time. But basically they are flowing all over the earth. Sometimes all over the universe. the space, time, air is so limited, or ether, I would say ether, lights, they are everywhere, traveling everywhere. But basically it's the same light, same space, same time. Even some of the elements, natural elements are the same, manifesting everywhere at the same time. Here I am sleeping, on some other part of the world they are also sleeping. Okay, we are now talking. On other parts of the world, many people are talking, having nice sitting like this, somewhat. So, like while we are eating, drinking, sleeping, mating, doing so many traveling, it's already happening on other parts of the world also simultaneously. The same activities going on side by side, coexistence. Different people, different time, place, situation, although different parts, but basically same things going on everywhere. Sometimes the same musics, okay, same programs being telecasted, same musics being broadcasted. Alright, many same things are happening right at the same moment together. If we can connect to the frequencies through mechanisms, through radio, television, mobile phone, internet system. So how they are happening all simultaneously together. Same music I am hearing while I am connecting to a specific frequency of the musical channel or some visual channel, some television or radio programs or some internet things. Same musical channels, same visual programs, same things are also being viewed, also being listened, also being shared by many people at the same time, all over this world. Okay, how is possible? Simultaneously, regardless of day and night. So, as you can understand, all this can happen. Although something I am not seeing, so while we are hearing about particular music or some visual programs, okay, through internet, all this, what I am watching, many thousand people are also watching same thing at the same time on different parts of the world at the same time. And sometimes what I am watching, they are not watching, they are watching something different. Others are watching different. So something in common, something in particular. But everything is existent everywhere through the internet. Everything, all parts of activities, okay, available through the internet are existent all over the world, any place. It can be viewed, it can be related, connected, can be viewed, can be listened. I mean, from any parts of the world through internet. Why? Because time, space, ethereal media of those, like, they are all everywhere. In a similar way, Radha Krishna Leela also going on. Not only Radha Krishna Leela, the Braja Leela, there are all Leelas with the Braja Gopas, Braja Gopis, Leelas between the Leelas between Gopala Deva Krishna and Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda Devi, Leelas with Radha Krishna, Sakhis, Manjaris, everything is going on eternally. Different frequencies of this universe in a circular way, simultaneously going on, and simultaneously they are flowing, also sometimes flowing in distinctive ways. Something is going on in one way on some parts of the universe, different universe. Something is going on in another way on certain parts of other universes or in this universe. So they all can be flowing simultaneously, together, in common and in distinctive ways. How they are happening, how they are flowing together in commonness, simultaneously together in commonness and in distinctive ways, and different parts of the universe, different planes of this infinite universe, many universes, cannot be fully comprehended by human brain, cannot be understood, cannot be comprehended by us. Still is happening. Miraculous way, very wonderful, very wonderfully transcendental way. Scientifically transcendental scientifically way. Scientifical ways. What's that?
Madhusudan Maharaj went to look for Badan Gopal Prabhu.
Okay. I have not finished. My answer is not complete yet. So.
Mr. Prahad Narasimha have to go to the kitchen, so he's apologizing, but he's got to say. There's something wrong with the microphone. Can I ask you to use this one, please? There's something wrong with it.
So, it's like that. Many people, some certain parts of the world are watching some programs. It's going on. Right at the same time, are you listening to me? Listen. Right at the same time, many programs are going on. But because I am not watching, it's not there with me. But as soon as I connect to those programs, connect to those specific frequencies through TV, through radios, through internet, I can also be watching the same programs. But because I am not watching, I am not directly connected, so it's not there for me. So, many things going on through the past, present, future, especially present and future times in this world, in common and in differences, in common and distinctive ways. As we understand such truths, such realities in this universe, in a similar way, I'm giving these analogies to make it clear how
Hiding.
We are breaking your flow all the time. Sorry.
It's another example. Although our whole class is going on, but time to time it is stopping, it's not going on. Although it is going on, but it's not going on. Momentarily. Some absence. So in the flow we find some part of absence of the flow. Can also happen in Radha Krishna Leela in a similar way. So back to the point. So, on different, it has been described in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita that eternal Leela of the Radha Krishna, eternal Leela of Mahaprabhu, Radha Krishna, all going on eternally throughout different spheres, different levels, different dimensions, different frequencies of different universal, different frequencies of different universes. Okay, so when something is not manifested right before me, something is not manifesting at present time in my life with me, but that is happening in another sphere, another realm of another universe. So that's how it is going on eternally. It's going on eternally. It is always being manifesting some parts of the universe, some other dimensions of other universes. It's always flowing somewhere without any breaking. So that's how it is considered flowing in eternity. Okay, although it is not rightly manifested before me, with me, in my perception right now. But that doesn't mean it's not happening. Other dimensions, it's happening somewhere. Okay, always flowing. That's how it needs to be understood, flowing eternally. And number two, okay, even that same lila also happening within this space and time, okay, close to me, but I cannot directly connect. Like many other light frequencies, sound frequencies, ethereal frequencies, we cannot directly perceive them, connect to them, but we can do it through some devices and mechanisms. It's directly happening here, in front of me, close to me, in this atmosphere, in this situation, directly, but I cannot connect to that frequency. But if I have a radio set or TV set, a mobile set, and connect to certain frequency, then it will be happening to me. It's there, right there. It's not that while I'm in tune with some radio frequency or TV frequency or internet frequency, that I am actually bringing it, connecting thousands of miles away from America, from India, connecting thousands of miles away apart. It's right here. I'm connecting right here. Okay? Right here, with the frequency available right before me. In this, very close to me, in this space, what space-time situation, what I'm sharing with. Not that I have to take that connection from thousands of miles away from America, India, because I'm connecting America or India. It is so like all-pervading, internet system of the energy frequencies. The other day I was giving some examples through internet messages, like somebody is living in America, okay, thousands of miles away. I'm sending an email to somebody living in America or in India, thousands of miles away. So thinking in my mind, I'm actually sending my email, thousands of miles away to that person to connect that. But if I have a computer and the password of the same email I'm sending to him, thousands of miles away, okay, and put the password in my computer, I can see the same email side by side, my email and his email. Clear what I'm saying? If I have the same email address and password of the same email whom I am sending, connecting thousands of miles away, that person whom I am sending email is not living with me, is living thousands of miles away. So, in my mind set up, I am sending that email thousands of miles away to that person living there. It is true, that is also reality. But the way it is working, that frequency, the functioning working, still, even after sending that thousands of miles, still it is right here before me. If I have his email address, password, just type it up in my computer. Then I can send what I have just sent to him then and there immediately in my own computer. So near. Not thousands of miles away. Same thing, not thousands of miles away at all. Just near. Very close. As we understand how this universal energy is working in a very dynamic way, all-pervading way at the same time. In a similar way, a Mahabhagavata devotee, according to his or her own taste of Radha Krishna Leela, as soon as they connect through the divine internet system, they connect to the ever-flowing, eternally flowing Radha Krishna Leela, any part of Radha Krishna Leela, connect to the specific frequencies, to transcendental internet system, connect to the specific frequency of the ever-flowing, eternally flowing Radha Krishna Leela. They can see that, view it, experience it directly, then and there. That's how it is eternally flowing. But on different dimensions, different frequencies. But those who cannot connect to the same frequency, in spite of that Leela is happening, flowing forever, eternally, but it's not happening for him. It's absent. Nothing is happening for them because they cannot be in tune to that frequency. Frequency of the eternal pastimes of Radha Krishna. But when one knows how to be in tune with that frequency, like great Mahabhagavata devotees, they can be connecting to any portion of eternally flowing Radha Krishna Leela any moment and relish it, taste it, so it is ever present to them. In this way, but while we don't connect it, it's not there for us. In spite of being, in spite of it's happening, realistically happening, still it's not there. For us it's absent. That's how we have to understand about the absence of Radha Krishna Leela happening to us throughout the 5,000 years, what you have asked. And no absence of the same Radha Krishna Leela. They are ever flowing all through these 5,000 years from the time of Krishna up till now. It's ever flowing. Even before that, before 5,000 years ago. That's the transcendentally scientific way of realizing about it. It's all there, every moment, ever flowing. Also it's not there. Both are happening simultaneously according to our situations and qualifications. Connections, making connections or disconnections.
How do we connect? All of us want to connect. Spiritual internet. Do you have password? Wi-Fi?
Then it will no more remain as transcendental. And it will be so materially limited the way you are saying. If we can easily connect, can easily control, we easily be controlling like that, the way we control internet, it will no more be transcendental. It will be controlled by us, it will no more be super subjective. No more be realities, divine realities of super subjective dimensions, transcendental dimensions. And it will be subordinate to us, controlled by us. No. Supreme He, Supreme She keeps all the control in their hand. They keep the full control in their hands with their own sweet wills. Also some high-class devotees also have some control. Expert high-class pure devotees have certain devotional control, love control, not powerful control, love control. Okay, over that. So it's all manifests to the path of descent. No ascending method, descending method. That's a revelation of higher super subjective realm. Not to be dealt like some objects in our hands. Yes, please. Now I have completed my answer. Yes.
Just some more clarification about your answer, please. But it's about friends with Krishna, when they meet each other, and they're talking about our dear friend Krishna, and they're remembering past. But because we are friends of Krishna, we are remembering past, loving remembrance. But then you always said when you are friend with somebody, okay, that's what we want to know. Past is past. It's past we want. I don't know what is he doing now. That is the question. Somebody who has connection, who has a connection with Krishna.
In Krishna Lila, in the nature of Krishna Lila, past, present and future, all are combined together, flowing very mystically, wonderfully. We cannot fully conceive of the whole nature according to the way we conceive about past, present and future happenings here. Because again we are trying to conceive, understand everything according to the way we understand about past happening. Something happened in the past is gone, it cannot come back in the present, cannot be happening at the present and not in the future. But that's our ways, our relative ways of understanding about, that's our ways of the conceptualizations and perception. But the dynamics on the dimension of transcendental dimension of Krishna Lila happening some very mystically wonderful transcendental ways, not in the very same or similar ways as we conceive over here of past, present and future happenings. That's the thing. Now finally Mahaprabhu said inconceivable. Very meaningful way of saying that. It's very, very significant. Very significant expression of Mahaprabhu when he says inconceivable. Simultaneously one and distinct. Flowing, it is all flowing simultaneously as one and distinct throughout the past, present, future. Anything can be available any moment. Here we have got the relative limits. We can only relate to the past through memory, not practically. Okay, we cannot go back. We can go back to the past and relate to the past happenings through memory only, not really realistically like things happening in the present moments. Or we cannot also relate to the things yet to come up from the future, from the womb of future, realistically, as we can relate to the things realistically at the present moment. Okay, but the higher dimensions, higher spiritual dimensions, transcendental dimensions, you can, especially the divine dimension of Krishna Lila, they can directly relate the way as we can relate to the past, like live memory. You know, when we just start meditating on some events of the past, and we get into that world, dreamlike world, so then sometimes it can happen in the present moment. We can also like living in the past. Okay, some moments of the reality feel so real. It can happen. She is going through some process like that. Okay, treatment process, healing process. While you are staying in the present, you could go back, travel back to the past. Realistically experience what happened in the past, so real like happening in the present moment. And having some cure, having some treatment, okay, through emotional treatments and everything, through thought process, and then coming back to the present. Then when they travel back to the past, the present time becomes like future to them, kind of. So even the people can have some conception of that in that way. So what to speak more of the transcendental character of the happenings of Krishna Leela. So the dimension of Krishna Leela, Shakha of Krishna, Shakhis, Radha and Krishna, they can relate to the past happenings not just by remembrance through memories, but directly. They can directly experience again, repeatedly, about their activities, what already took place in the past. They can directly relate and connect to those activities already happened in the past, like happening in the present. Also, they can relate to all the activities So you can also directly relate to the past activities like happening in the present, connecting to the present activities. And they can, from the being in the present situation, they can also directly connect to the future activities also. So the time conceptions on the plane of Krishna Leela, plane of perfection, is not so limited, so limitedly understood the way we understand over here, mundane plane. Therefore, such questions are arising. Okay? As soon as we understand, as soon as we receive some idea, we cannot fully understand about it. It's impossible, nearly impossible to be really understanding about how it's flowing readily in a present way through past, present and future. Cannot be understood with our limited usual concepts of time, place, situations on this mundane plane, but you can get some idea. That's how it's happening. Clear? Yes.
I understand that Kalki was already here and gone away.
They did not understand what you said. Kalki.
Kalki? Lord Kalki? The last avatar? Lord Kalki was already here and gone away because it's also eternal lila.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Different frequencies, different dimensions, different ways together. So, it's all happening in non-distinction, in distinctions, through different, through discriminations, through the discriminated time, place, situations, also non-discriminative, non-distinct concept of the interrelated time, place, situation, both.
Not linear time. It's not linear time.
That's right. It's a full circle.
Running around.
Different corners. It's a circle. Whatever point you perceive the circle, it's basically the same. This directions or diagonal directions, this corner, the circle. And you come back to the same point, central point, the circular way. It's not like, it's like lengthy line, kind. Okay, always not, the concept is not like that. It is only this and this way, this and that way. Okay, it's a circular concept of the fullness.
At the same time, past, present and future.
Yeah. past becoming, past is manifesting, the flow of the past times manifesting through presence and yet to be manifested or manifesting in future. Now, the past time also traveling to the present time also traveling to the past, connecting directly to the past, and the present time directly connecting to the future, not yet discovered by us, and the future also connecting to the past and present. Future happenings also miraculously, mystically connecting, manifesting through past and present. So past, present and future flows of time and space are actually relating to each other like in a circle, full circle. In the full circle you see, everything is related, not disconnected. Okay? Because when it's starting from a circle, I'm just giving you some idea. This point you are starting and going round and coming back to the same point. Now, this point of the circle already existent in connection with when it comes back to this line. This line also connected and the same line coming back to the same point. Although, while it is starting here, it's being different from this point, far, and then traveling back to the same point, becoming then, now after this closest, unified. So now it is far, it is being distant, at the same time remaining connected with the same point, not going away. So when we consider it's the same line going around the circle, basically it's the same line. So this point remains connected with the same line coming back. So it's the same line.
But when you come back, is it same or always a little bit different?
It can be different, it can be same, both together. Okay. All right. It is different, it is same, both at the same time. Going on, flowing interwoven way. Neither only this nor only that. Sameness and difference, both are flowing together. Like here this space is this same space. The space we experience, the space, time energy we experience over here in this Austria, and the space in India, space in America, space in China, all in one way, same space. Space is space. Okay? Manifesting in the very same way, the same character. At the same time, space of this Austria, Radha Govinda temple, and the space of Croatia, space of America, is not exactly same. Same at the same time, not exactly same, different. Both are happening together. Because many things are happening, sometimes many things are happening in our own body and mind. They're happening to the same person, being experienced by the same person at the same time. But all of them exactly not same, they're different from each other. At the same time, they are being experienced by the same existence, same entity, same perception, by the same person. You see how it is one and distinct at the same time. And how it happening, flowing side by side and interwoven way, deeply interrelated way, flowing side by side in coexistence at the same time, oneness and distinctions. The character of oneness and distinction cannot be fully comprehended by human brain. Cannot be fully comprehended, realized by limited knowledge, because the way we are used to understand things, by used to understand and perceive things, more in a relative way, not absolutely absolute way. Relative way. That's why it is.
But bugging me since I joined answering, but it's really not very for anything. I was wondering, when we speak about purification, generally we imagine water, something like purifying, and if we want to do some really big purification, then generally we imagine fire, which is really like totally purifying thing. But in Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says that from the things that are purifying, I'm the Pavanam Pavatamamsmi or something like that. So I would expect that since Krishna is the biggest and the highest and greatest, then he would be the most purifying of all. So my question is, how is possible that the wind, if I understand it well, is the most purifying, more purifying than water or fire? Like, how is the wind purifying?
So you are saying wind, fire. What examples you are giving?
No, I was giving an example that generally purification we are connecting with water or fire. But in Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, from the things that are purifying, I am the wind.
I am the wind.
I'm the wind. I'm the wind. How? How is wind more purifying than fire or water?
That's not all what Krishna says. This is one of the ways Krishna says, I am the wind. I am the wind flowing as one of my purifying potencies. But Krishna also says, he also says, I am directly this, directly that. He is not always saying that I am purifying everything only in the form of wind. So Lord Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, Rasomham apsu kaunteya, Rasomham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi shashishurjaya. This way, like, okay, I am the life-sustaining potency in water in the form of taste and relish. I am the effulgence. Okay, I am the effulgence in the sun and moon or stars. So, I am the curing potency in all the medicines. I am the Kandarpa, the life energy in love-making activities or creation, procuring activities. In this way, Lord Krishna actually explaining about his various direct manifestation in many forms of his potencies, which are behind, these creation, maintenance, and annihilations of the universe, and which is behind, supporting the whole universal activities, composed of combining the activities of creation, maintenance, and annihilation. Again, creation, maintenance, and annihilation, circular way. So, Krishna actually says that he manifests in various ways the forms of his energy, but after all there's various ways, various forms of his own energy, but it's the energy of him. It's the same energy of him, transforming and flowing in various forms, and doing various functions, activities as required, in different time, place, situations of the infinite universal activities. So that's how he says. It doesn't necessarily mean that he is purifying everywhere in the form of wind in every place. He also means that he is purifying and helping in many ways, in many situations, in the form of fire, water, besides wind. Wind is one of them. Okay. Again, in connection with the example of wind, very good example. Besides the example of space, the space right, the space here right in this room and space right in the room of your room in Croatia. Basically they are same, but at the same time they are not completely same. Similarly, the water, by nature, the fundamental nature of the water is water. Okay? Well, regardless of what minerals, what taste it contains, I am talking about the basic, very basic fundamental nature of the water, very, very fundamental nature of the air and space. They are basically same everywhere. Yes? Like the human process of breathing. All over the world, whole world, everybody breathing. Everybody breathing in, breathing out, their hearts are throbbing. All organs are working, following a very basic, common, natural, biological law. They are same. Therefore, science works. The doctors can be working on a patient's body because they are all working basically in the same way, following a natural, biological law. But at the same time, each body has different ways. The way they are breathing in, breathing out, drinking in, okay, the way their hearts are working, despite of so much sameness, same character, they are also different from each other, distinct. Both are happening, both are reality at the same time, interwoven way, interwoven, okay, inseparably interrelated way. We cannot deny. We cannot really separate them from each other. They're so inseparably interconnected. Like space, air, water. Same, at the same time different.
Because the Krishna is the source of all elements. So in the fire, and the water, and the wind, the source is Krishna. And
Yes.
one of the manifestations. And actually when you see real truth, there is no difference between the elements because all
basically same energy.
Substance is same energy.
Same energy. Very true. Very true. That is called Advaya Jnanam. That is called Shuddha Advaya Jnanam. Non-dual knowledge of Krishna. Non-dual holistic knowledge of Lord Krishna about his energy as in oneness. Full-fledged oneness, which is accommodating within all distinctive ways. Okay, non-distinctive oneness is non-distinctive oneness which is accommodating within all, everything in a distinct ways also. That is called simultaneous oneness and distinctions together. Simultaneous oneness and distinctiveness together into one being, one absolute being. That's how we all need to understand, realize. Yes? See, while we say purifying potency, by principle, the function of purification is the same everywhere. No matter how differently purifying this way or that way, this way, that way, but after all is purifying. Yes, understand. Principle is purifying. Fundamentally and basically, fundamentally and ultimately, it's all purifying. So it's same everywhere. Now, which way is purifying, how purifying can be different from each other. But the principle is the same. Like we are drinking water. We are breathing in the same air, same water. No matter some water containing certain minerals, other places water doesn't contain certain minerals, but basically we are drinking the same water. Different distinctive qualities. Basically we are breathing in and breathing out the same air, sharing the same space. But again, okay, despite of the fact we are sharing the same water, same air, same space, still so relating to some distinct nature of them, which are that those natures are not fundamental nature in the space, air or water. They are coming and going. Certain elements are there. That's what makes the difference. Differentiation between space, water, air, that way.
Dance with them.
Yes.
Fire,
Yes. Yes. One beautiful way of saying. Beautiful way of expressing that. Exactly. So now, instead of you all have queries, instead of you all always present queries to me, now I have got a queries. I have got a question to you all. What is the solution to this positive problem or whatever we call? When a devotee places, ask me a very nice question. Okay, asking me a very good question and also wanting to hear the answer. The same devotee is found. I'm not talking this about any personal devotee in any personal way. Please don't take it personally. I never mean it in any personal way to a person. But I'm asking this question on principle, and I need answers from you all. When a devotee is happily, curiously, eagerly asking me a question, and also the devotee is, in the beginning, very eager to hear the answer, and then in no time, the same devotee is found without patience, even to hear the answer. I can feel into it, running out of patience, thinking, I see, I have understood more, still there is more. How long I have to continue to be hearing? More? So, then the devotee is getting tired of hearing my answer. I am not getting tired. I am so enthused. Inspired and enthused to give proper answer in a holistic way, thorough way. But the listener getting tired. Still more there. At the back of the mind is working. When it's going to be finished? It's enough of it. I need to drink water. I need to go out. My back is paining. And I need to go out to breathe in the fresh air. I'm getting crazy, going crazy. It's not.
Have the answer, Maharaj? I think so.
Again, nobody should take it personally, because I have often felt into this kind of realities. Many places, the devotees are very good-hearted. They are very sincere. They also want to hear the answer. In the beginning, their eagerness, working well. They are able to focus just for a while. Then, in no time, they're getting out of patience, being impatient. Although one part of them wanted to hear the full answer, other, the habitual ways, even do not have enough patience. Do not even have enough patience to hear the full answer and absorb it. It's a very, very important answer. What sometimes I am talking is very, very important, very, very scientific, very, very important, highly felt for me. So what is the solution? Yes.
I can try to answer for myself. Everybody else can answer for themselves.
Okay.
So, when I ask the question, and I really want to find the answer, then this question is pure. It's very strong. My passion is very strong to receive the answer.
I appreciate.
And then I have that strength in me and clarity of the mind to ask the question. But during the period you are answering, three gunas and material nature are starting to overcome this sincerity at the beginning, because my mind is still not purified enough. So it doesn't have so much power to control it full time. Otherwise, I will be rishi.
I appreciate.
And I'm not. So the mind is weak and it's not still in the perfect condition spiritual.
But I see few devotees here have some patience. They are following all through. They don't. Sattva-guna. Also because they are more active. They are in Sattva-guna also because they are more active. Like a driver in the car. Others, where others are sleeping at the back, those who are sitting in the back of the car, not driving, not actively engaged, sleeping, not interested. But the driver, one who is driving, actively, they are more wakeful. Has to be. So, also happens according to the role of activities. Like Malati Devi does, she cannot be less attentive, then she cannot translate even. She cannot understand. She cannot be. So like, I'm seeing some of the devotees, like yourself, are full attention all the time. And full. Some. He has to go. You can have a chair.
You want to be standing.
You have to be standing, and he's fine in this standing way. You're fine.
See, he's dancing.
He's very exhausted because all this happening. So if he sit down, he will start to
understand. So he needs.
And when he's standing, he's doing the things in the fresh
in the open air. Sorry, in the open nature. The open nature. That's fine. Appreciate. Yes. She was going to ask. She's going to ask something.
I just want to give the answer.
Yes, please. I want a solution. I want a common, if possible, a common solution which will be applied to everybody, more or less.
There is no solution. I'm just saying, like, I want to give two observations. One, I see that usually we are asking from just our material mind, and material mind is expecting a certain level of answer. I have seen this with our Gurudev. I present a common issue, and then his answer is on totally different level, and I see that this material mind is very bad in receiving that. It's not matching. It's not matching his expectation, and after some time, it just gets tired and bored. And the second thing I'm observing that actually you're perceiving, you're giving, we ask something and that just like stimulates something, and then you're giving so much more, like this is our question and your answer is so much more, it's like overdose. Our capacity is so small, like small cow, and you just give and we are like, I can't take it anymore. I think this restlessness I'm observing in the room, and also in me sometimes, just like, because the energy, the vibration that is coming, because you're not answering like some question, like usually from material mind, and you're just, it's different vibration, and it's such an intensity. Usually our system just cannot take it, such an intensity, and especially for prolonged period. Because capacity is so small, and you're giving full time. And yeah, I feel like
True. So, okay, I understand your answer. Appreciate your clarification. Sorry. Yeah, this might be more or less. Mostly, it might be the case for others also. Most of the devotees. So I acutely wondering, telling the devotee in my mind, "Oh, you asked me this question. Now I am answering so eagerly for your benefits, also for my benefits. Now, you don't want to listen. Now, you don't have enough patience to listen to the answers of your question." So, acutely asking. So, yes.
I just mean that sometimes maybe even like the devotee was used as an instrument to ask the question, because every time I have some questions in my mind, and then I listen to your harikathas and devotees are asking the same question, and you're giving the perfect answers. And maybe the devotee also became impatient. Of course, I don't know because I only hear the recording. But like so many other devotees have like good benefits from the devotee ask the question. So maybe it was just used as the instrument to answer the question.
The benefit of the answer is to somebody else.
So many other devotees
not to direct person who was asking the question. Just because of the group.
It's playing an instrumental role.
Yes, he's like the instrument.
See, how am I supposed to understand that you are asking me a question? It's not a direct question from you with your direct connection and direct, with your direct feelings. So you are representing somebody else, playing instrumental role for someone else. So it's not your question.
Actually, it's still quite good because what happens to me in my job, because I'm selling clothes, and sometimes the people come, they ask me a question, and then they even don't let me say like full sentence in an answer, and they immediately ask another question, and they still do it like that. And I'm totally confused, like why they're asking. If they even don't want to hear one sentence or two sentence answers.
They should, yes, they should.
I mean, when I started to speak, I even didn't get to the information that they're asking about.
Exactly.
They cut me off and asked me.
Bad habit, not a good habit. Yes, you are saying something.
I just think in addition that sometimes it can also happen, I think, to answer the question, this is a great thing, but also to ask the question is also a great thing, because the question can be also asked in a proper way, and sometimes it's hard to formulate all your thoughts, knowledge, and in a proper question the specific you want to know. And I think it also happens to me, or I ask some question and then I realize, oh, I just asked it in the wrong way. It's better to ask it this way. And that time maybe it can happen to devotee. Why I did this like that way? Now I'm getting answer a little bit on different question, but it's like the devotee mistake. He's feeling like and still he's still not sure how to make this proper question. So he can even make second question, suppose, and still then realize, oh, it's again not the proper.
I see.
Yeah, it also can happen.
Problem. I'm supposed to. Yes, it's time to go.
Another Harikatha now in the temple.
Maharaj, the flow is already coming. So.
Oh, yes.
Yes, okay. Yes.
How much time? How much time?
Like around 8.
So, am I supposed to speak Harikatha now, or some other speaker can speak?
You
Okay.
are supposed to speak.
No, there's no.
Like that.
It was arrangement. Arranged by who? By.
What did they told before? Morning and evening it is yours. When you are here, it is like this.
Never. I have never been informed like that. Hard and fast rule. Hard and fast rule like that. Only I have to speak. Oh. Okay. So, who else? Which other sannyasi is there? Nrsimha Maharaj there? So you are there, Nrsimha Maharaj there. Substitute speakers. And huh?
Today, after because they were asking me what I should announce, so I said I will ask you.
Better today I don't speak. Others can speak. I've already spoken, okay, this morning. So let them hear from other speakers also. Very good.
Then I will see maybe
Yes, fine. Okay, sure. Good. What? Okay, I will be there. I can be there as...
No, I don't mean you, I mean...
Sure. Yes. All of you should be.
Yes, Maharaj. So I think what you mentioned is the crucial thing.
This should be.
More?
Yes.
More or less?
Yes, more. See, this room is now full of energy of so many individual devotees. Yes. Usually it remains only full of energy of mine only, or two people. Two, and now it's full of energy.
Maybe we can open one more door.
It's not been possible. If it is possible, opening both doors are very...
Door,
Can it be? No, it's fixed.
yes, it is. I can do.
Or see, it's fixed?
No, it's never.
Yes.
This is the ground.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
See, so long, Mohini Devi Dashi, looking like bit separated type by this glass window, glass door. Now, directly connected feels like. Good. Yes. So you are saying something?
Yes, but I heard one Maharaj said to one person one time, this is a good question, but this is not your question. And I sometimes feel that we really ask from the mind, not from the heart, as you were mentioning. Not really something that is really so much connected with our bhajan, that it's really something that we see as the next logical step, but there is some blockage, there is some difficulty to progress. And if we ask a question like that, then we will be open like the level of our DNA, I think, like, just like, how can I do it? But sometimes it's just some mental inquiry, and it's just like, it's there, it's not there, it's not so much, we are not behind that.
We need the training of the mind. We need to find a way how to calm the mind, how to clear our thoughts. If you don't know how to calm the mind and clear the thoughts, you will have a problem. And what are we doing to calm the mind and clear the thoughts? Question.
True.
That's the question.
True. Yes. Someone else? You are going to ask something?
Yeah, I have also one idea. I can speak for myself when I put a question and the answer is very long and the point comes where it clicked in me, then I'm satisfied. Then I'm not going to I think I'm so satisfied that I'm not anymore, nothing fits into me above that. You understand what I mean? That there comes a point when it clicks and then it's like, okay, it's done, I know. this is fulfilled. It's fulfilled, and above that, my mind is not able to take more beyond
I understand.
what is fulfilled.
Understand. Depending upon the quality of ability of the individual person. You know, sometimes what happens, although you are thinking, okay, now I'm just satisfied with the answer. Although you are thinking like that, okay, for the time being, but then again, as you continue thinking of the same topics, you will have further questions rising from that. And my way of answering, not leaving any more scope for further queries. I'm giving full answer, relatively the holistic answer, even for the further future queries, okay, can come up. So that's my way of answering, all-rounded, holistic way, synthetical way. Not just analytical way, but synthetically. Okay, that's what that individual devotee may not realize at that time. Thinking, because although they offered a question, they placed a question before me, but they consider to hear the answer about that question from just a relative stand in one angle, and for the time, I think at that moment it thinks, okay, I received some answer, I'm satisfied. The same devotee while contemplating on the same question, many other types of questions relating to the same topic will come up. They are not yet answered. If I just answered just from one angle of vision, approaching from one angle, I didn't cover coming to the same reality, coming to address the same reality from all different angles all around, then more questions will come up in future in relation to that. But my way of answering is actually leaving no scope for any further questions, future queries related to the same topic. Everything is answered, okay, more or less.
There is also one thing, and it's culturally. We are all in the West, especially in today's civilization, working and communicating very fast. We are exchanging messages, WhatsApp message, SMS message, mobile phone, short question, short answer. And our mind is adjusted to that way of thinking. Now when somebody comes, like you come from the West, with holistical answer, long answer, we are working at a different frequency. Maybe not the first day, but if you stay here for the 15 days and we can spend 50 days with you, I'm sure then on day 15, we can be more patient and more tolerant to receive full answers.
Exactly.
But our mind is working very fast now. It's
Western
civilization. Anything short.
Very good. So now let me answer. Let me react to this. Okay, with another query. Of course, I'm placing this query. It's my answer in the form of query to you. Actually, I'm giving my answer in the form of query. If some big scientist like Einstein was asked, can you explain your theory of relativity, relative velocity? Okay, E is equal to mc square, like that, just in one line or within one page. Is it possible? See, there are many things in our lives which requiring long time attention, long time activity. They are the great lives we find, great lives in this world, very especially successful, decorated with special successes. They are working for 18 hours, apart from 18 hours, 19 hours. How much patience they have got, because they find taste in it. They are lively flowing. They are not quick at all, although they are very fast and super intelligent. They are very, very intelligent people, fast, to the point, but still they are also dedicating a lot of time, energy, behind their task, because the very nature of their task the very nature of their fulfillment of the aim, target, demands that. If some scientists feel, okay, I just want to think for a while, and then I want to invent everything, discover something. If discovery is not happening, let me not do it. Oh, I'm tired. Then you'll never be able to make higher discoveries. Sometimes some of the scientists, many of the poets, many of the great philosophers, wise persons, they stay absorbed in their world for hours, and then only they can achieve some wonderful success. They can attain some wonderful success from that. Great philosophers, scientists, poets, some inventors. So therefore, in the eyes of the normal people, they look like bit mad type. They look like half mad type, not so normal. Sometimes some of those geniuses.
Michelangelo was such a genius, the famous painter and sculptor. He had almost no sleep in his life. He was so absorbed in his sculptures and the vision he had, the full vision of the figure he had out of this block of stone, and he didn't stop his work. Very little he slept only.
So there are many such examples. The other way around, as we look into the great lives of the great people. For example, for big scientific inventions or discoveries, for big philosophical realizations, or any kind of higher realizations, any kind of higher success, whether in the field of music, in the field of playing music, or in any fields of something, any in the fields of any achievement of higher type, people have to dedicate. There's no other way around. They have a lot of dedication, then only they receive some high class, big results in the life. If somebody just asked Einstein, can you please explain your whole theory just in a few lines? Because culturally we are habituated to understand and do everything fast, just brief way to the point. So can you just explain your theory just in few lines? We have no time to really go through all the papers. You could say, yes, I can do it, but you won't understand. It will be no explanation of mine.
There is a story about Einstein that somebody was asking him, can you explain the theory of relativity, please? And Einstein said, yes, I can explain in a couple of minutes to you, but it will take eternity for you to understand.
Oh, exactly. That's exactly I was going to say. Like that. So, see, Albert Einstein had to write a big paper with so many numbers of papers to be explaining his theory of relativity, relative velocity, and E is equal to mc square, all these, and still many didn't understand in the first place. Then he had to be re-clarifying. See, I heard in some of the panditas in India are very, very expert, specialized in the different parts of the world. They absorb in their sadhana for 17 hours, 18 hours in the field of music, in the field of playing tabla, musical instruments, in the field of sports, in the field of some philosophical realizations, in the field of in the field of great inventions. They were spending so much patience and focus, so much responsible, so much sense of responsibility, responsible focus and patience, they go on and on. They spend so many hours and then only they achieve some special success. So, all the intelligent people, so all the comfort lover, okay, past working intelligent people should also be seeing the other big aspect of the life of success. So, it has to be adjusted.
I
Adjusted.
and also that we are supposed or we are considered to be so fallen that for us it may not be in our we are not on the platform to be so excellent in listening and in following.
So it's a part of our training. That's why it's a part of our training to cultivate that higher habit. Okay, higher ways of higher qualifications also. In adjustment with the fast way of working things, we also have to invite and be blessed with the qualifications of flowing with the absolute, the eternity, with something very big, holistic, instead of only just in a little relative things, limited. We also need to learn how to relate to the whole without staying limited, isolated, only within dealing little things. Only relating, connecting, taking care of little things in little ways, fast ways, without holistic feelings, holistic concepts and holistic lifestyle. Then it would be so nice, so good for all of us. Healthier. Upon knowing the fact, today we are able to do many things in a fast way, which is being caused and based on long time dedications, long time sacrificing dedication to invent those devices, invent those mechanisms, like messaging fast, quick, talking fast through mobile device, through internet, doing everything fast. But cannot forget that we are being able to work so fast and steady way, okay, so quick way, because of what? Because of certain inventions which had long time dedications, long time patient dedications to invent those, to have those inventions and provide those facilities based on which we can work so fast. If those long-term dedication would not be there by certain scientists or by certain people to invent those, today we won't be able to work so fast way also. You see, behind all this, quality dedication is there. Sacrifice also there. And we can work very fast, backed by a holistic reality energy. Because our life energy is ever continuing. It's not just working fast and finish. But our basic life energy of being continuing for days, months, years. Because of that pervading, more encompassing, pervading life potency, Because of that, based on that, we are working fast. So fastness, working in a fast way, being possible, backed by a non-fast, almost ever-flowing energy base, energy source. Otherwise, fast working will also not be possible if that is absent. If our life potency used to be working like, oh, this moment life, next moment dead. How is that? Very fast working, without any patience. If the law of life potency will be working in that way, okay, you're just born, just cried a little, okay, no sooner you related to your mother, connected to your mother after your birth, you are dead. Fine. Another creation, fine. Then how would it be? Fast working. Everything would be so fast and fast, then we would not be satisfied. So it means we also want many things in our life to be flowing, to be continuing, to be flowing, if possible eternally. Would love to be flowing youthful way with youthful energy eternally. If it would be possible, it would be our cherished dream to be ever flowing with ever youthfulness. Okay, all through the life without death. Yeah. In that field, we'll never be compromising in a fast way. Will we? Okay, in that field, a cherished desire, if we could flow eternally with ever youthful beauty and energy, never getting old, never dying, we feel that would be so wonderful. Or should we say, no, fast, and finish. Okay. Okay, this moment I'm child, very fastly, I will boy, fastly juvenile, fastly youth, fastly old, fastly die. Then we don't like that way. We'll be hating a fast way. Think, oh, no time. Nature is working so fast. Nature is working so speedy way, so fast way. Giving no time to enjoy. Lord is so unkind. We'll be so fast and so ready to accuse the Lord. So unkind, so cruel. Giving these beautiful lives, finishing so fast. Gone. In that case, we want longer and longer and longer instead of fastness. So, the general culture of all the common people all over the world of working fast and go on to the next fast and fast has to be changed, specifically when they are relating or connecting to some very higher divine wealth of the life, the higher invaluable treasure of the life. Okay, that's the qualification it deserves. That's the qualification it demands when you are going to have highest achievement. Okay, the high class achievements, high class treasure in our life. We have to have that kind of devotion to that. Pure dedication, devotion. Then only we become qualified to achieve it and be satisfied. All right, so.
What about Krishna? He is controlling all these processes of the mind, like giving remembrance or taking remembrance away. It is said, and so sometimes I'm thinking, yes, he's final controller over my mind's activities. What is
in a word, I understand your question.
Yeah.
In a word, Krishna is not always directly involved with everything happening in the mundane world, mundane universe. So, in short, in precise way, precisely, everything is being controlled by the passive will, some sort of passive will of Krishna, like auto set, in a computerized way, auto set, in a universal computer. Auto set way, but he's not, all the time he's not directly involved. So it's all happening by the passive will, but not active will. There's a difference. Okay. That's all I can answer you precisely. But if I go to analytically answer this question, it will take another hour, you will be out of patience. I can give you full answer. Okay? It will be another world. Okay, so I release you all, or you are all released now. May have to go downstairs to hear. Maybe if Muni Maharaj goes to speak, can be here. See, by some sweet desire, by some sweet wills of Lord Krishna, Srimati Radharani Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Gaura Nityananda, some beautiful things are being manifesting here in this beautiful place. In their beautiful temple. Here, the active sweet will is working here, no passive sweet will. In this case, sweet will is actively involved, actively working, because it's directly connected with them. All right, putting my katha to rest here. Haribo.